Hello everyone, welcome to GED. Today we have 2 fried egg sandwiches with mozzarella cheese, and we're talking about how games have kind of become antisocial. So guys, nothing could be more delicious, simple, and just generally wholesome than a fried egg sandwich on wheat toast, right? So these, like, literally, they take you about, 5-10 minutes to prepare, and they're absolutely fantastic. If you grew up eating fried egg sandwiches as a kid, you know what to do. You know what to do. And yes, there is some cheese mixed in there. I didn't put a lot of cheese because I wanted to, keep the calories down, but here we go. Toasted bread, fried egg. Oh yeah. Now, some people like kind of runny eggs in their fried egg sandwich. Me, I don't know. I like them a little more firm. Eggs in general, despite what people claim, they're super good for you. There's so many nutrients, so many vitamins in eggs. And they're low calorie too. I think it's like maybe like 90 calories an egg, depending on the size. I don't know if you can see that, but they're steamy and they're hot. I did mix in a little bit of freshly cracked black pepper. And there is a motorcycle outside right now. So games. Games in general. Compared to when I was a youngin', and I'm gonna just guesstimate early 90s, right? Late 90s. You can carbon date me if you want. But games used to be 100%, well, online games anyways, used to be 100% about players meeting other players, players interacting with other players, and players grouping with other players. Not just on I queue up for a dungeon or I queue up for a match and I meet 3 or 4 or 5 other people, but then poof, in an instant, an hour later, they're gone. It was more like you meet people and you form bonds with those people. You know who the PvPers are. You know who the PvEers are. You know who's amazing. You know that this guy is gonna always be at this location, farming whatever, or playing this certain game. But now, it's just like everyone's a single serving friend, to quote it, Like, they're in and out and they're done. I think the biggest part about gaming nowadays is that no one's held responsible. No one is, I don't want to say punished, but no one is reprimanded for being toxic or hostile or overtly evil or whatever level of player necessity you experience. It's just like in, out, you don't care. When I was a gamer, back in the day, man, some of my fondest experiences were actually meeting people that, wanted to be there, wanted to play together, to form those long-lasting relationships, those bonds. Heck, you even look at a game that's been around for, 12 plus years, like World of Warcraft, and people, yeah, they form guilds, but then there's those other people that form guild and they hop from guild to guild to guild to guild, just looking for people to play with. Not friends, not community, just people to play with. It is a vastly different ecosystem in modern day games. And I feel like game developers, they're just not doing their part to bring people together. I do have a cup of whole milk here. I feel like communities in modern day games are very, very weak, very flimsy. Heck, even games that build communal areas, like they don't encourage people to use those communal areas. Take WoW, for example. They build a city. Yeah, I know, I'm using WoW a lot, sorry, but they build a city where players are all together, but they don't build like a necessary hub where they have to be or want to be. It's just, yeah, we stop by there and see each other running around, but why would I interact with anybody? Why would I take the time to sit around and talk with people out in the open world when I'm just doing my own thing? And then I can insta-queue and find 24 different single-serving friends for an hour. It's just blah. It's just blah. And games that are old school, you know, like Ultima Online or EverQuest or, heck, I don't know, any basic old MMO, old shooter game, you could find communities. You could be a part of something. You could make a community of people that are, again, have reputations. Every person has a reputation, maybe the best at X or the worst at Y, or this guy's amazing player, or this guy's gonna kill you if you go to this zone, you know? Young people just never got to experience stuff like that, and hopefully they will when newer games like Pantheon come around. And if you don't know about Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, definitely go check it out. Hashtag not sponsored. I should have grabbed some hot sauce for the sandwich. Would have kicked it up a notch. You look at MOBA games. MOBAs are the epitome of the single-serving friend. Every game you play, you're just randomly matched. But back when Dota 2 was around, or sorry, not Dota 2, sorry, Dota, just plain Dota on the Warcraft 3, and you knew people, you had to invite people, you had friends lists a mile long because you wanted to play with these people, because you knew they were good players, and etc., etc. It just goes on and on. I don't know, guys, what do you think? What do you feel about this? Do you feel like games in general are just lacking community, lacking that player interaction nowadays? Heck, in some games, people actually have to use external websites just to find people to play with. External websites in a multiplayer game, in an online world that we live in. I just think it's bad design. If game devs really want player retention in their games, they make communities. They make places where people want to be playing together. And I think one of the most important things is they make it so people have to interact with each other. Not saying they have to group and be friendly and be all nicey nice to each other, but in some way, shape, or form, they have to interact. People don't play games online to be alone. Well, most people anyways. But that's enough of my crazy ranting about this topic. We have come to the end of our sandwich and the end of this video. Guys, remember to game, eat, and discuss. Always buy wheat bread, or don't. Take it easy.